Hey, what's going on YouTube? Hayden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we'll be looking at Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as Doge to BTC. As always, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications. We are doing a giveaway at 5,000 subscribers, which is right around the corner. Otherwise, hopefully you guys like that new intro. Let me know what you think. I'm trying to take Crypto TV to a more news type broadcast station network that brings you guys the most current news events regarding cryptocurrency, as well as the technical analysis. And maybe I'll start adding in other different types of platforms or kind of like episodes to the channel, or cut into the episode. So like maybe some sort of sport related crypto station, something like that in the episodes that I put out. But let me know what you guys think. Do you like that I'm taking it towards this direction with the news broadcasting type stuff? Let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, let's jump into some cryptocurrency coin market cap review. No articles for today. I did not see any that really caught my attention. Otherwise, I'm just refreshing the coin market cap here. We're going to be jumping into why Litecoin keeps going down. What levels will we be approaching? So just to scroll down, unfortunately, we're currently below 200 billion, which I'm quite shocked to see. Again, nothing new. Unfortunately, it's really nothing new. We've experienced this before, so we just got to keep holding out. So below that $200 billion mark at 193, 24-hour volume 11 billion, and then Bitcoin dominance at 55.6%. So much higher than we've seen in the past. Scrolling down, top 10 coins, it's literally like the whole market is just taking L after L after L. Everything's down almost in double digits. It's pretty wild while we're falling. A lot of you guys might say manipulation, but if you have any other information besides the manipulation, let me know in the comments below. Obviously, looking at the top 10, it seems like Ethereum is taking the biggest dip. Wow, we're actually below $200 now. It's like last week we were trying to break 300 and now we're below 200, down 10% at $196. Bitcoin at 6,200, and we were literally at 74-ish 3 or 4 days ago. XRP to 27 cents, Litecoin at 52. Wild, considering we were just at almost $70. So very interesting to see how much this market is moving pretty darn quickly. Otherwise, let's jump into the technical analysis approach of this episode. So obviously you guys can see we have decided to break the $55 support that I have strongly said will stay a support, and if we do manage to break it, we would retrace to $50 being our next crucial support. Now, one thing I did want to take a look at is we are oversold right now on the 4-hour relative strength index. So that does give me a confirmation that we should start moving, or we should start to move back up, which you can slowly see is happening right now. I would like to see us get back above the $55 mark, and I do think we will very shortly. I think this is just another phase, and we will start to move up and retest that area. Now, one thing to pay attention to is, yes, this candle did break below the $55 support that we have drawn out, but that doesn't mean we can't close above this. And if I'd be shocked, I wouldn't be surprised, honestly, the fact that this candle is so low. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't close above 55, but if we do start a new candle, which we will tomorrow, I am very reluctant to think that we should move right back up and stay above 55. If we don't, we will go back down to $50. That is very possible, so be aware of a $50 Litecoin very soon. Obviously, if we don't hit the 50, or even if we do hit 50, we should potentially move back up to that $55 level, so be on the lookout for such. Moving on to Bitcoin, you guys can see what a mass rejection that it had from its $7,400 high right there. Ignore these ads. They've been clearly adding a lot more ads since I've been doing the TA right now than it has a few months or weeks ago. But you guys can see the clear rejection it had at the top right here, and we are just falling pretty darn low. You can see the bold white line that I have drawn is a critical support. That's why we are currently retracing that. You can see how we did break below, but we retraced back up to $66,181. So that is a nice support right here that we're holding. You guys can see that's literally the bottom of the shoulders of this inverse head and shoulders, which is acting in play and could potentially be a double bottom. You can see one and now potentially two. One interesting thing to note is that there is some sort of downtrend that could be potentially forming on this coin. Now, let's count that out for now, but you guys just can see the rejection that it had on its daily high-low MMA. Its red band was the rejection point. You can see how he bounced off green, but could not break above the daily red band, which is very unfortunate. I was anticipating us to break above that and start using it as support. But you guys can see how much of a support it will be if indeed we do break above that, because of how much resistance it can also play out. But I do think we should potentially bounce off the $6,200, $6,180 line right here and start to move back up like we did in previous times, and hopefully eventually break above its high-low MMA on the daily. I know it's having a lot of trouble doing such. Moving on to the 4-hour, you can see how extremely oversold we are, which is, again, another confirmation that we should start to rise back up and at least get above that $6,200 level and kind of spike and move up to like $6,300, if not higher, pretty rapidly. So I wouldn't be surprised of a small burst in the price. I know a lot of you guys are very negative towards the market. I do like to keep a positive mindset. I know in these case scenarios, it is very hard to do so, but you know, if indeed it is a buying opportunity, and I can't keep saying that with all these lower lows, but I do anticipate a slight movement in the currency, maybe not to all-time highs like we've seen in the past, but to a more consolidative level. I still wouldn't throw away a Bitcoin price at $10,000 or a Litecoin at $100. It is definitely in the ballpark, so that's why I wouldn't throw it out, wouldn't cancel it out. I know it's tough. The guys who bought at the top, it was a FOMO buy-in, and I do respect that, and I do understand, you know, mistakes do happen. Hopefully you guys didn't mortgage your house to do so, but the best thing to do is just to scale down your price levels and then eventually even it out. Lastly, let's check out Ethereum before we jump into Doge, which is wildly doing quite well in a market that is so down and bearish. But you guys can just see the pullback down. You can see the resistance right here on the downtrend. That is why it hit another resistance and is falling much lower. I definitely can draw on some more lower levels for like support and/or resistance. You can see it is at one right now, right around there. And then I'm going to draw a second one that if it breaks lower than that, I would anticipate a move right here. So one thing to take note of is on the daily, we are extremely oversold, which is more of an indicator of a movement up for a longer period of time of a movement upwards, mainly because you can see how also, no, Bitcoin is oversold on the 4-hour, but Ethereum is oversold on the daily. So a much bigger indicator of Ethereum moving up first before Bitcoin. But it's tough. I'm staying very bearish on Ethereum until it can break its yellow downtrend, but it is very possible that it could shoot back up very quickly to the yellow downtrend, and you could profit off of that small gap. You know, if we shot from 200 back to 246 and you bought a couple, you could make a decent penny. You know, you treat yourself. Lastly, looking at Doge, you guys can see where it retested its previous previous high right here, and it fell to support because of how over bought we were. We fell back down, consolidated as such, and now literally climbed back up at a normal progressive rate. You can see the price action right here, a normal progressive rate, and we are now retesting the high again. So very interesting. I'd be very shocked if we do break this. If we do, we could shoot up much higher very quickly, but I wouldn't be surprised again to see an ascending triangle break bearish and move back down to its high-low middle moving average as such right here. So I wouldn't be surprised to see something like that. Otherwise, that's going to sum up today's episode. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. Leave a giant thumbs up if you like the content and want to see more. Otherwise, giveaway at 5K, so make sure to turn on post notifications, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's episode. Peace.